Good morning. I'll give you guys a few seconds to get on here. Usually, we just started this new show on Thursdays. We're usually going to have Jeff Yergi on here with me, and he's a loan officer. But this morning, I just kind of wanted to get on and do a little buyer consultation. He is not feeling well this morning, so let's all wish Jeff better. Hope he's feeling better soon. So today we're going to talk a buyer consultation, and basically when you meet with me as a realtor, we're going to talk about your goals. We're going to discuss when you're looking to move. Hey Jim, thanks for joining. We're talking this morning buyer consultation for anyone that may be a new buyer or looking to buy next year. Just kind of want to give you guys some information on how to get started and how to prepare for it. So the first thing I'm going to do after we kind of figure out what you guys, when you're looking to move, what you're looking to do, how much money you're looking to spend, is I'm going to get you pre-approved with a loan officer. I mentioned that last week when we were talking with Jeff, but the importance of that is there's a couple things. One, we need to know how much house you can afford, how much house you want. And two, we need to know what you can actually afford. And happy holidays to you, Jim. And also, the main thing about it, too, is we need to submit a pre-approval letter when we write your offer. So that's the biggest reason we need to have that ready. We need to have our loan officer basically on call. So when we go out looking, we can get that custom letter. We don't want to write a letter that tells the sellers exactly how much you're approved for, because that is going to give them too much information. So if we're looking at houses, say for example at $300,000, we want to make sure that if we're going to write an offer for less than that, we don't give them all of our information and take away our negotiation power. What's up, Lori? Thanks for joining this morning. So we'll write a custom letter when it's time to write that offer. Have your loan officer tell them exactly sorry about that, just got a phone call. I had to decline that, but yeah, we want to write it to make sure that you are on point with your offer price, and that gives us a little bit more negotiation power. So once we get that pre-approval letter and we're ready to go out looking for houses, we'll kind of sit down and we'll review what you need for the whole process. You're going to need to have money for your appraisal, your different inspections, your home inspection, possibly your pest inspection, radon inspection, and well and septic. And I'm going to go over how much that usually is for you out of your pocket. You're also going to need to have money for closing costs. Thanks for the love. What's up, Bernard? Thank you. This is my hat choice of the day. I wear hats every day. But your closing costs, you're going to need to have money for that, which is usually 3% of your sales price. So let's see. Appraisals usually run between $400 and $500. Inspections, depending on if you're getting a radon inspection, and I always suggest if you have a basement that you get a radon inspection. It is an odorless gas that can cause cancer, so at least getting that contingency put on the offer is important. And if there's a well and septic, we need to get a well and septic inspection done. And pest inspection, we usually ask the seller to do. It's not that expensive. That one usually runs between $30 and $50. Your home inspection will cost between $400 and $600, but like I said, if you add the radon inspection, that's usually another $125. And the home inspection is going to depend on the size of the house too. So, and then your closing costs, which we can also negotiate. All these things except for the home inspection and appraisal are usually negotiable. The closing costs, we can ask the buyer to contribute, and we can also get the loan officer to give a loan credit or a credit. You might have to pay a little bit higher interest rate for it, but we can negotiate that for you as well if you don't have a lot of money out of your pocket or you don't want to spend a lot of money. So that's pretty much how the buyer consultation goes. Then we get to jump right in and we start looking at houses, which is the fun part. It could usually take couple weeks. I mean, you could find your house when you go out the first time. So it just depends on if you know what you're looking for. I will usually ask you, what are your goals? What are your main things that you need to have in your house? And then we'll go from there, maybe make some trade-offs. Say, for example, if you really want to have a fenced-in backyard, then we'll make sure we find those houses. But if you need, say, for example, you need 4 bedrooms, but you could live without the fenced-in backyard, we'll focus on the 4-bedroom house, because there's certain things you're not going to get unless you're custom building. You just have to be aware that sometimes you're not going to get every single little thing in your house. So if you have any questions, what's up, Tasha? Eric, what's up? Thank you for joining. Just doing a little buyer consultation for anybody that might be getting ready next year, or first-time home buyers. And we're also going to talk about, when we get that information from the loan officer, they're going to tell you what types of loan you qualify for. So it's important to know, because that's going to affect how much money you need for a down payment, which could run you between 3%, 0%, or 20% of the sales cost. It just depends on what type of loan you're going for. If anybody has any questions on how to get pre-approved, or how much money they need to put down, or you really want to go through the numbers, get in contact with me. Obviously, you're on Facebook. I'm on Twitter. I'm also on Snapchat, and you can find all my videos on YouTube. So, or you can call me. My number is 571-436-5104. I look forward to talking with you guys, and thank you for joining my Facebook feed this morning.